All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and now this is now the third update to this list because guys originally went from 58 non-liquidating Sears hometown stores. Then yesterday we had the number increased to 67 closing Sears hometown locations, and now as of today we now have 72. That's right, guys, 72 Sears hometown locations are unfortunately going to be liquidating. And this number could grow as we have seen last night. A couple more locations got announced. So we're going to go over the list of the locations. I would go location by location on a map, but it would take a very long time. And just for the sake of time, I'm actually just going to go ahead and name off every single Sears hometown. And again, all of these Sears hometown locations started liquidations yesterday, which was Friday, May 20th of 2022. And liquidation sales will be wrapped up at all these 72 plus Sears hometown locations on June 27th of 2022, which I believe is a Sunday or a Monday. I have to double check that. But in the meantime, we're going to go over all of the different locations that will unfortunately be closing. So, here we go as follows. We have the following locations that are closing are the Sears hometown store in Victoria, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Lake City, South Carolina, the Sears hometown store in Escanaba, Michigan, the Sears hometown store in Moses Lake, Washington State, the Sears hometown store in Robinson, Illinois, the Sears hometown store in Truckee, California, the Sears hometown store in Cambridge, Minnesota, the Sears hometown store in Teos, New Mexico, the Sears hometown store in Iona, Michigan, the Sears hometown store in League City, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Cypress, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Hamilton, Montana, which used to have a Kmart store at one point, the Sears hometown store in Gunnison, Colorado, the Sears hometown store in Green Valley, Arizona, the Sears hometown store in Cheyenne, Wyoming, the Sears hometown store in La Grande, Oregon, the Sears hometown store in Huntington, Michigan, the Sears hometown store in Pampa, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the Sears hometown store in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, the Sears hometown store in Logan, Ohio, the Sears hometown store in Litchfield, Minnesota, the Sears hometown store in Helena, Montana, the Sears hometown store in Arlington, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Keokuk, Iowa, the Sears hometown store in Tomash, Wisconsin, the Sears hometown store in Alice, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Enidotch, North Carolina, the Sears hometown store in Fallon, Nevada, the Sears hometown store in Cleveland, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Grass Valley, California, which had a Kmart, just a discount department store at one point, the Sears hometown store in Parker, Arizona, the Sears hometown store in Sunnyside, Washington State, the Sears hometown store in Waynesboro, Mississippi, the Sears hometown store in Batesville, Arkansas, the Sears hometown store in Niceville, Florida, the Sears hometown store in Derby Center, Vermont, the Sears hometown store in Waterloo, Illinois, the Sears hometown store in Farmington, Missouri, the Sears hometown store in Newton, Kansas, the Sears hometown store in Georgetown, South Carolina, the Sears hometown store in Gallipolis, Ohio, the Sears hometown store in Plymouth, Indiana, the Sears hometown store in Jessup, Georgia, the Sears hometown store in Englewood, Florida, the Sears hometown store in Washington, Missouri, the Sears hometown store in Greenfield, Indiana, the Sears hometown store in Pasadena, Texas, the Sears hometown store in San Marcos, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Colby, Kansas, the Sears hometown store in Cleveland, Mississippi, the Sears hometown store in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, the Sears hometown store in Paris, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Kingman, Arizona, the Sears hometown store in Shawnee, Oklahoma, the Sears hometown store in Arcadia, Florida, the Sears hometown store in St. Mary, Georgia, the Sears hometown store in Lowing, Louisiana, the Sears hometown store in Marshall, Minnesota, the Sears hometown store in Caryville, Texas, the Sears hometown store in River Falls, Wisconsin, the Sears hometown store in Cody, Wyoming, the Sears hometown store in Henderson, North Carolina, the Sears hometown store in Fort Stockton, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Mineola, Texas, the Sears hometown store in Potsdam, in New York, the Sears hometown store, I forgot to remove that link, in Knox, Illinois, the Sears hometown store in Lakeport, California, the Sears hometown store in Paris, Tennessee, the Sears hometown store in Kilmarnock, Virginia, and finally the Sears hometown store in Friday Harbor, Washington, which is a Island Home Finishes, which is part of Sears hometown stores. So approximately 72 Sears hometown locations are closing, and this list could only grow. So anyways, as of 4:40 this afternoon, we have approximately 72 Sears hometown locations closing. And once again, I will be linking this entire list and all the different links to all the different Facebook pages. So that way you guys have an opportunity to look up and see if it's a location that's nearby your house. Again, liquidation sales started yesterday, which was Friday, May 20th of 2022. And liquidation sales at all these Sears hometown store locations will be wrapping up on June 27th of 2022. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Link to the list as well as the different locations will be located in the video description below. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.